Hey, oh, what's cracking? Welcome to Oh, What's Cracking Movies with Saul and Ali. We're back. We're here. We're back from Universal Studios. So we were like, let's do The Mummy. We're going to go into the order that we rode the rides. The Mummy, and then Jurassic Park. So yeah, we're doing The Mummy 1999. Anaxunamun. Yeah, so Branden Fraiser, Rachel Wise. This was 1999, I believe, or
1999. Yep.
This was like the best year for movies, dude. Right before.
How did this get a 64 on Rotten Tomatoes?
See, this is weird. That 64 on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, right? Not the fans. People, I don't know why. This movie was fucking the shit.
I still like it.
When it came out, this was huge. Nobody expected for this. I mean, we were kids, but I remember seeing this in theaters like 3 times.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like, when did you see? How old? You were way younger than I was when this came out.
Well, I was born 91, so 99, so.
Damn, you were 8, 9?
Yeah, but I remember I watched it fairly young because my parents, especially my dad, he was a big movie person, so like, my dad would always, anytime a movie that came out, it was like kind of how we are with the boys, like, we got to see this, but my dad was a little bit more like, we're sitting down, we're watching this, so. Yeah, I remember The Mummy when I was very little, and I remember it scared the shit out of me.
They had some scary moments, like this was definite buy. We own this shit on VHS, and this movie has like a lot of. It had a rough start, like the making of this. Like they've been trying to make a mummy movie since like the 1990s, maybe even before then, because the first one was in black and white, and this was from way back in the fucking day, like wrapped up mummy shit. I've never seen it. So they wanted to revitalize it. Universal trying to make monster movies, but since the old one wasn't really all that good either, nobody really wanted to fuck with this because it's like, well, why? Like mummies are slow. It's like it's just one mummy. That's like one zombie. What is it gonna fucking do?
So this was Stephen Sommers.
Yeah. So this, before it got to him, it went through a shit ton of writers and directors. Originally, what is his name? James Romero from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
They gave it to him. They were like, yo, we want to do The Mummy. We want to bring that shit, make a movie about it since you good with dead people zombie. And he was like, all right, cool. And the first draft was going to be, it was a lot darker. Like it was about the mummy and he was just out to kind of like, remember like Imhotep, he goes and kills those people and regenerates.
Oh yeah.
But it was going to be more brutal. Like he's going to eat the guts and tear them apart and eat the eyes. And it was just going to be like Dawn of the Dead style. And I don't know what happened. Eventually, like it fell through and it got a bunch of rewrites and or George Romero went away. He didn't want to do it anymore. They were trying to sell it to other people, like trying to get even Wes Craven. They offered it to him. It was like, dude, he was like, dude, you want the Mummy? Like you can do whatever the fuck. And he was like, nah. And he went to go do Scream instead. And but this was before this script until it came to this guy. What was the director's name again? Steven Sommers or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Steven Sommers. He wanted the script. He wrote it. So he said like, oh shit, I've always been wanting to do the Mummy movie. Like I wanted to recreate it for like forever. So this was like his passion project.
Yeah.
And his first thing that he said is like, this movie can't be about the mummy. It has to be about someone else. And the mummy can just be a monster and just be around. So he came up with the idea of Rick O'Connell, Brandon Fraser's character is like,
Yeah.
it's got to be about this guy, an adventurer, and he accidentally wakes up the mummy, and now he's got to fucking stop him or whatever. So he just came up with that idea and then just build from there. It took him a year to write the script. And so yeah, because he was into pulpy action, like kind of Indiana Jones. Like this movie is very Indiana Jones if you think about it.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that. Like you could have almost like the music and just the whole vibe
Yeah.
and everything. It's got an Indiana Jones vibe, even like the music. So it's very Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, just put a fucking hat on Brandon Fraser and you got Indiana Jones and the Temple of King.
Do you know any of the
Tut.
movies Stephen Sommers has done? Like, because I looked and the only one I was, I guess, familiar with was that Odd Thomas.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much. This
and
is
he
like
made
his.
the G.I. Joe movie, which I may have seen when I was like a kid, but I vaguely. Oh, and Van Helsing. Okay, I did see that. Okay.
Yeah, so Van Helsing is very similar vibes to this.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
After this was like his only big ass hit, and I think he made the second. I'm not sure if he made the second one, but we will review the second one some other time. We're just gonna stick to this one for now. And yeah, so he wrote this shit, and he was like, it's got to be sick, dude. Like you can't be. I don't know. He had a vision, dude. He had a
and
fucking
he did good.
badass vision.
It's. I mean, honestly, this is like a comfort movie for me. Like, it's one of those movies I could just watch over and over and over, and I just don't
Yeah.
get tired of it.
Oh yeah, and before this, I think they wanted to make the mummy like a sexy mummy, like hot, like almost like a
Like Frankenstein.
I think Daniel Day-Lewis was gonna play him if I believe, like Frankenstein. He ain't sexy. Oh, I guess he's sexy now.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, they wanted him like to be hot or whatever, and they were like, "What the fuck? Like mummies aren't hot." So that was scrapped. They went through a shit ton of rewrites or whatever. But anyway, back to when they finally got to Stephen Sommers, and he was like, "Okay, we got to cast this bitch." The first person that came up, they wanted an action guy. It was like, that's got to be the main character, Rick O'Connor. So they asked Tom Cruise first. He was the first guy they went to, and he said no for some weird reason.
I mean, I could see it, but I feel like
And
if
then,
like we had two versions of those movies, I feel like I just would have liked.
well, it's funny because like
he nailed it.
Tom Cruise did star in the reboot of this movie, which we haven't seen either.
Yeah.
But okay, so he said no. They asked also Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Brad Pitt. They asked Brad Pitt after Tom Cruise, which would have been sick, I think.
I would like Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt would have been
If they
cool.
put Tom Cruise, they'd have to put him like on milk crates the entire movie.
Yeah, hella milk crates because Emotep is pretty tall.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, I think, would have done it, but I think they were like scheduling conflicts or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they went with Brandon Fraser because he had just came out in what's that movie called? George of the Jungle, and that was a big hit.
Yeah, and he's all like buff
And he's fucking ripped
in
in
that.
it,
Yeah.
dude. He is crazy chiseled.
And back in the day, I mean, Brendan Fraser, even still, he's a handsome ass dude.
Yeah, you do the Frasier
I mean,
even
yeah.
now, whale style. Be real now.
Hell
Come
yeah.
on now.
Hell yeah.
There's no shame in it. No, but yeah, he was fucking hot as shit. I remember George of the Jungle was my shit. Like that was fucking awesome. George of the Jungle,
Watch out for
ripped
that
as he
tree.
can be. Yeah, watch out for that tree. So yeah, they got him, and he had also been in Airheads, fucking classic.
Oh my god!
You
Yes.
just saw that,
Yeah.
and I think he'd already won an Oscar for a movie he was in with
I liked him in Bedazzled.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Actually, I forget the name of that fucking movie with Brandon Fraser. He won an Oscar for it. But yeah, after The Mummy was Bedazzled, Monkey Bone, like this fool was like on a roll and shit. Damn it, I said in shit again.
I told you.
But yeah, so they got him, and then they who was next? I forget. Emotep came in afterwards. There's a funny casting thing with Imhotep's character. After they got him, like he was already like there, and they were at to fittings and costumes and shit. And as soon as he put you know what he's wearing, right? All he's wearing is like an underwear, pretty much,
Yeah.
robe. And he was like, "Oh shit!" So he was like, as soon as he put in, he started jogging and working out. And like one of the producers called Steven Summers. I was like, "Hey, we got a problem." And he was like, "What? What's wrong?" He was like, "Our mummy's fat." So what's his name? I forget his name.
Arnold
Arnold Vosh.
Vosloo.
Yeah,
Vosloo,
Vosh.
South African American actor.
Yeah, I mean, he looks good in the movie, but I guess he was a little bit overweight. It might have been over exaggerated, but he
Well,
was
he must
like,
have worked out pretty hard because he looks pretty freaking good in this.
I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh shit. Like they just cast that fool, and it's like, damn, I didn't know. Because you mean you get cast as the mummy, you think I'm gonna be wrapped up in fucking paper, dude. It's not gonna matter what I
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he looks fucking cool.
Yeah, except for if you look like a busted can of biscuits or something.
Yeah.
Just the dough leaking out of the
just
wrapping.
a dough looking ass fool. But yeah, so then Rachel Weisz was cast. I think they wanted
Did you know who she's married to?
who?
She's Daniel Craig.
Oh, that's right. dude.
Yes.
James Bond himself.
Yeah. Sorry. Just
Yeah,
Crazy.
two sexy people getting married. Yeah, they
Yeah.
wanted an American actress for this, but she was perfect. I had never seen her in anything before, but she was awesome. I had a crush on her, not in the first movie, but in the second. In the second one, yeah, which we'll review later. So, yeah, I think that's all the some of the fun facts in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like this movie starts off right away. Oh yeah, this movie was getting like critically, like you said, it has 60 something.
Yeah, it's 64 on Rotten Tomatoes.
So for
insane.
it was getting no buzz at all because like nobody gives a shit about the Mummy. Like even back then, I was like, I don't want to watch the Mummy. That shit ain't scary. So, and they were like scared when the movie was gonna come out. They were like, damn, dude, the premieres, the showings aren't really fucking. The early screenings aren't really like kicking anyone's dicks in, you know? Like we need this shit to hit hard. We need people to go see it pretty much. So they spent a shit ton of money for a commercial, a trailer for the Super Bowl. So because you know when you put in a trailer or a commercial during Super Bowl time, it costs like millions and millions of fucking dollars, billions maybe. So yeah, they cut all the action scenes into that one trailer and they showed it at that Super Bowl and people lost their shit. They were like, holy fuck, this movie looks fucking crazy. And I remember the trailers for this. It made me want to see it. I was like, dude, this shit looks fucking sick, dude. Yeah, I remember the trailers because as soon as like I was reading about that, I was like, oh fuck. I mean, I was a kid. This is like targeted just for me, and I loved Indiana Jones too. Mm-hmm. And yeah, sure as shit, that got people to go see it. And this movie was just like the tits. I mean, I saw it 3 times.
I was scared to see it because like as a kid, my mom really liked just Egyptian stuff. And, like, she liked mummies and just all that stuff. And so I remember she would tell me, like, just the things about mummies and, like, how they, you know, how they do the mummifications and stuff. It's brutal. It's eerie. Like, it's just something about being, like, wrapped and then sealed in a freaking sarcophagus and then thrown in a tomb. It's like you're like, boom, 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 you're sealed in. And then sometimes these tombs, like, you're buried underground in a tomb. And it's like...
Yeah, but you're dead.
It's just creepy.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they showed some of that in the movie, like.
I just at such a young age I'd seen so many horror movies, so I was just like, I remember just always thinking like,
here we go again.
Did they ever do this to anyone that was alive? Like, what if there was like someone that was just like a really deep sleeper, and they were like, oh shit, this guy's dead, and they just wrap him up and throw him in a sarcophagus, and then he wakes up and he's like, what the fuck?
Well, they did that to Imhotep, dude. Remember?
Well, yeah.
Well, remember when Rachel Weisz's character is telling Branden Fraiser how they would do the mummifications? Like, it's like they swivel this thing up your nose and scramble your brain or some shit, or just all this weird crap, or take their brains out or something. Yeah, this movie's fucking funny. This movie is creepy. It's got some. It's got romance. It's got action.
Because right away in the beginning,
2 hot, horny actors.
It starts off like 1290 BC and 1920s or something like that. right?
Egypt, Cairo. I don't know, a long time
Or
ago.
yeah, it's like it starts off like 1290 BC, and it's like in Thebes.
Yeah, just hella Egypt, dude.
Yeah, and it's Imhotep is he has an affair with Anuk-Su-Namun.
Anaxunamun.
And it's a pharaoh Seti's mistress, and they killed the pharaoh, and then while Imhotep,
She's not supposed to be touched.
yeah, and so while Imhotep escapes, Anuk-Su-Namun, she takes her own life
Anaxunamun.
because she's like, why is she's just like stabs herself, right?
She kills herself or something, and Imhotep was like, I'll bring you back. I'll resurrect you. I didn't catch any of this as a kid until I was watching it earlier. Like, oh, okay, so I even still was like, wait, why is
because
he
they
killing
find out
herself?
they're having an affair because of her
'Cause her
paint on her
paint,
body.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you can
they
tell she's been touched.
she kills herself, and he's like, I'll bring you back with the book from the Book of the Dead, and he's doing the ritual. They catch him before he finishes him. They mummify his ass, and all his boys get mummified too.
He's condemned to the Humdai.
Yeah, so he's
Buried alive, cursed with flesh-eating scarab beetles, and
time
just
passes
left
by.
to just die forever in
Yep.
a freaking sarcophagus.
Yeah, and then a million years later or whatever, Branden Fraser is doing a war battle in that same area. And he says he sees the guy, the sand face.
Oh,
Remember the
yeah.
poster for this movie? It was just the
Epic.
sand face.
Dude, let's get that
I was
picture of
like,
that
whoa,
and find
dude,
it.
that looks creepy. It
Yeah.
looks scary. I was like, what is this?
We
Like,
need to get a little movie poster of that. I'd be down to have that.
I want to say I had that as a kid in my room. I remember that. I just remember seeing that in theaters before it came out, and I was like, well, this looks fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens. I don't know why Branden Fraser gets captured. His character gets captured and he's put in a cell. And then Rachel Weisz is a librarian, whatever. She wants to go to the Hymenoptera, which is
Yeah, she's all into this stuff, and she's like,
it's a temple, like it's almost like the lost city of Atlantis, but in the desert. And Branden Fraser has been there. And so this part of the movie when he gets broken out, because they're about to hang his ass, and this part's pretty funny because the interaction with Rachel Weisz and the chubby guy, he's like, "You're telling me that this son of a pig knows where the lost city of Hymenoptera is?
Yeah.
Truly?"
And then they haggle.
25.
Like, yeah. All right. She's like,
30,
Yeah.
25.
shit. Okay.
I got them down. So when Branden Fraser almost died during this, because when he did that stunt, like getting
Because
hung
he did
scene,
all of his own stunts.
He did all of
even
his
in
stunts.
George of the Jungle and everything. Yeah.
yeah. So in this scene, he's being hung, and there is like a noose wrapped around his neck, but he also has like a chest, like a vest thing, also holding him up, and they do a few takes, and after the last one, the director was like, I'm not buying it, dude. I don't believe it. I don't believe that you're choking. And Brandon's like, the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, what the fuck do you mean, dude? This shit hurts. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, all right, I guess I'll do it again. And he was like, no, I don't believe it. You got to do it again. So he agrees. And the director was like, told the props guy or whatever, is like, hey, make that shit tighter, dude. Like, make it tight as fuck, because he's not selling it. He's got to sell it. So he made it tighter, and when they say action, Brandon's just chilling there, hanging and shit, acting his little balls off, and he says he all he saw was black, and then he came to on the floor, and he was like, he was hurt, and then after that, they were like, "Yo, what's up? You ready for the next scene?" And he was like, "Nah, dude, I'm done for the day. I'm fucking done." So that caused him like paramedics or doctor says like, "Yeah, dude, you fucking almost died. Like that shit was not cool." Like I think he hurt his tailbone eventually. It was like later on because now his body's all fucked up because of all the stunts and shit. Yeah, and that's pretty fucking shitty, dude. Like it's like, what do you mean? Like I'm fucking acting, dude. You don't fucking actually choke my ass unless I tell you to.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying
Not
it.
buying it, dude. Do it again.
What a dick.
Yeah, that part was fucking.
I did not know that. That's sad.
Yeah, and I mean, you could see it. That's the take they got. Like, his eyes are all fucking bloodshot and shit.
He's
but
all on the floor. The director's like, okay, we're good. That's what I want.
good. Cut. Print. Move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, now they're on their way to Egypt. To Hamunaptra. That guy, the character Benny, the comedic relief,
So fucking
fucking
funny.
hilarious, dude. That guy's awesome. He should be in more movies.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
I think he's in There Will Be Blood, but I don't really.
And he's in Van Helsing. He's a little
Oh, okay.
Igor or some shit.
Yeah, so he's funny in that. He's kind of like this like little snaky guy that's like over here, and so he's trying to like sneak along where they're going.
Yeah, they're all trying to. Everyone, him, and a bunch of other American guys, cowboys, are trying to get to because there's gold there,
Yeah,
and everybody's
bunch of greedy ass people.
going after the gold. And Benny is leading them, and O'Connell is leading Rachel Wise and her brother, and the guy that ran the jail.
Yeah.
Rachel Wise wants to go because fucking she's fond of all that shit.
Yeah.
And Branden Fraiser is going because she saved his life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some flirting going on, and two hot people getting horned up in the desert. So yeah, they race there, they get there, they start digging and shit. And throughout the whole movie, there's like funny stuff going on. Like the whole time, it's the whole movie's entertaining, and it looks hot as shit. They actually went to those areas and filmed there, and I guess it was like a super brutal time shooting because they would force every actor to drink like electrolyte drinks like every 2 hours,
Yeah,
and even then
shit, yeah.
people were passing out. Or they would be getting bit by fucking snakes and scorpions and shit.
Oh my god.
They put out life insurance on them in case one of them got like kidnapped, like hostage, like $1 million per actor, except for Benny. Benny had like less money, so if they took him hostage,
No wonder he was
yeah,
so.
yeah. But yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy. All that shit, like yeah. So a lot of action. Bang bang shootings. There's a lot of shooting. There's not very much like hand-to-hand combat, which is believable because back then it was just punch, 1-2 punch, kick,
Yeah.
shoot. So, do you remember how they unlock Imhotep? Oh, she reads from the book. They find the
of
book
Dead.
first.
Yeah, they find the Book of the Dead.
The craziest part is when the opposite team, the Americans, find the tomb and they send like the slave dudes to crack open the thing, and then a bunch of sand sprays in their face.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
acid sand, and they
Yeah, and
they
the whole
start
time
melting.
they're going through these like ruins, like there's like booby traps, a lot of booby traps going on. So your
Oops.
typical like the walls coming down and
Yeah, the spikes.
Indiana Jones style.
Indiana
You've
Jones
seen it.
style.
Yeah, you've seen it. So there's like a lot of that stuff going on. And yeah, Evelyn gets the Book of the Dead. Unintentionally, she just starts doing the chant, and it brings back to life Imhotep.
You would think the smartest person there would know not to read for some shit like that, but yeah, she does. Fucking brings him back. So it wakes up Imhotep. And for this being 1999, Imhotep looks pretty fucking cool, dude. Like, because
Yeah.
when he's just skeleton and like just
Oh,
rotted.
it's creepy. He reminds
He's
me
cool.
of Vecna. He's got like that Vecna type
Yeah.
vibe on, and then I can't really remember. They end up going to like back to a hotel or something like that, right?
This is a little bit after, because at first he's just bones,
Mm-hmm.
and then he eats one guy, and he gets eyes, and he gets a little
Oh
bit
yeah,
thicker
that's
bones.
right. The more people he kills, he kind of like starts
Regenerates.
His, like
yeah. So he's like
starting to,
5
yeah.
stages. Yeah.
And so, like, as this is going on, they end up going back to the hotel to kind of do some research on the book or whatever. They're like, okay, we got the book. We're going to take it back, take a rest, and then we'll do some more, discoveries or whatever. But they're at the hotel, and at the same time this is going on, this is when Emotep is kind of like eating more people, but he still kind of looks freaking creepy. And so he needs a sacrifice to revive. He needs like a vessel to bring back Anuk-Sunamun. So he needs like a vessel for that. And so he's like,
hot
okay.
young Molly.
Yeah, and so he's like, I knew who better than to kidnap and use
hot Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, and the one who brought me back to life.
The main character.
Somehow he ends up knowing where she is, and that part I'm kind of like, I don't know how he knows she's at the hotel or whatever. It's just mummy powers, just.
I think because he's looking for those little jars that the Americans find. You know, the little like, what is it called? Where people urns or whatever.
Yeah.
Because those are like represent the parts of his bodies or Anuk-Sunamun's body. So he has to go and get those, and that's where they all are. Or maybe, you know what? I've scratched that. Benny takes him there. Because remember, Benny runs into him, and he's walking up to him, and he's praying in all the different languages. He's got all these necklaces. He's got the cross,
David,
and he's like, the Buddha, cho, cho, da, da. And then he starts saying, what is it, Hebrew or some shit?
Oh, Israeli, maybe?
He communicates, he speaks mummy.
Yeah,
so he's like, oh shit, you know that language? So he starts talking to Emotep, and he's like, all right, you're going to be my translator.
That little shit brings him
You're
back.
You're going to be my translator.
Oh my God, fucking Betty. So that's, okay. So he ends up going to the hotel where Rachel Weisz or Evelyn's staying. And it's so creepy because he's got like this robe on, and he just looks sketch
that's
as
where he
fuck,
looks the fucking creepiest.
Yeah, and so he goes and he kidnaps Evelyn.
Looks like death, pretty much.
And he's scared of cats. So there's like a cat in the hotel.
That part was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Branden Fraser's like, look what I got.
Yeah.
And he's fucking... No, it's cool when he kisses Evelyn, because his mouth is like almost normal, but as soon as he starts kissing her, it starts rotting back. It starts rotting away, and it turns into mummy mouth again.
Yeah.
Remember that? And then... When he gets scared of the cat, this fool turns into sand. So he travels sand tornado style.
Sandman.
The Sandman.
He's a Sandman.
Pretty good way to get around. Why doesn't he just take her then, right? Could have just snatched her up. I guess the cat really scared them.
Yeah.
Because cats are the keepers of the, I don't know.
But he does eventually kidnap Evelyn. And he's got her back in the tomb, and he's getting ready to, like, do all the seance-y stuff to try to, like, revive Anuk-Sunamun.
Anuk-Sunamun.
And I think he does get close to doing it, right?
Yeah, once they go back there, Rick O'Connell, Jonathan, the brother of the Jonathan character, is pretty funny. He's just the alcoholic. And they find that chubby guy, and he's also drunk, and he's like, where are we going? And Rick is like, save a damsel in distress, save the world, kill the bad guy, save whatever. And he's like, will I die? He's like, probably. He's like, all right then, let's go. He just wants to die. This guy just wants to die. He's fucking awesome. They get on his plane, all three of them. This part is fucking cool, because this is when Emotep summons the big sandstorm, and it's his face, and they're shooting it with the little
turrets
Tommy gun, and that part is so fucking cool. The visuals are so fucking awesome. I guess when they were filming this, you know how Arnold Vosloo is like doing the wall of sand. I guess when they were filming it, director was like, "All right, now you're summoning the wall," and he's just acting, and there's nothing there. And this is before Marvel movies or any fucking crazy special effects. As Arnold Vosloo, the mummy guy, he's doing that. He turns around and looks to Rachel Weisz. He's like, dude, we're never working again. Like, this movie's gonna suck, because like no one's ever seen shit like this before. It's like big CGI. This movie's almost all CGI and shit. So that was kind of a fun fact. And they do all that stuff.
Get back. They could enter the tomb.
They enter.
The tomb.
They go back to the what's it called? Hymenoptera.
Yeah, and so their final fight. Rick is, battling Emotep. And reanimated. He's like, what are they? The priests?
Yeah, Imhotep summons his boys, his
Yeah,
mummy boys,
so-
and now they're like the
So
undead.
he's fighting all kind of people. He's fighting like these priests, and then he fights Emotep. Evelyn gets saved by Ardith Bay, and then she reads the book of the.
Oh, that's right. There's those guys we never even mentioned. The Guardians of
Yeah.
of what is that actor's name? He was in Deuce Bigelow,
Yeah,
Male Gigolo.
I know. I can't.
So there's another.
It reminds me of the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
We need to find his name real quick.
But yeah, it's
his character is.
they save. They're like.
They make sure
they're the one that save Evelyn. They're kind of come in and yeah.
They're there to make sure nobody goes and wakes up Emotep because they know that if he wakes up, shit's gonna get fucked up. And so they're like just the guardians of that place. At first, you think they're just like, who the fuck? They look like assholes because they're dressed in black. Their faces are all tatted up. So when they cast Homeboy, which I'm sorry, I can't find his name. They were like, okay, he's supposed to have a lot of tattoos, but this bastard's too handsome. Take away, just give him 2 tattoos because he's so fucking good looking. Like,
yeah, he looks like I'm drawing a blank on the guy from Lord of the Rings, but like the handsome guy from Lord of the Rings, yeah.
No, he's from Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Whoever seen that movie knows what I'm talking about. He's like, the fishy, fishy, fishy. Okay, so yeah, those guys arrive and they're helping out. And as Branden Fraser he gets a fucking cool sword, like fucking Egyptian sword. When he's fighting all those mummies, like it's like a 15-second shot. He's like fucking them all, slapping mummies, and like if you look at behind the scenes of that scene, it's just him. There's no guys, so he's just like dancing, flailing around, but it looks good. Like that shit's hard.
Like Aiden, the way our like 5-year-olds in the backyard swinging a sword, pretending he's like beating up like hobgoblins with his little, like, sword.
But it looks badass. It's like normally you would have guys there so you can feel the impact of like the punch.
No, he's just using his imagination.
He's imagine. Get it, Branden. Do it, Branden. Get it, Branden. Get it, Branden. Dance, Branden. Dance.
Fuck him up.
Branden, dance.
Well, yeah, he's swinging his swords around, and and I think that's how they kill Emotep. Is she ends up reading the book again? She somehow gets the book.
Oh yeah, so this part's
fun.
This part's funny because she's like, "All right, keep him busy," and he just flies across the room. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, no problem," because he's strong. He's superhuman. So they're doing hand to hand, and they're like, she's just pretty much getting tossed.
Yeah,
and eventually she finishes the.
Doesn't she like read one part wrong or something like that, and some shit happens? She's like, "Oh fuck, not that," or whatever.
I think so.
And there's like a thing where she starts like reading something, and I think it starts like attacking someone, and she's like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck."
Oh, she switches. Yeah, I think she makes all the people stop, all the villains stop.
Yeah,
and she makes them kill Anaxuna Moon because
Yeah.
Anaxuna Moon's corpse comes back, and she's all crazy. And so when she reads the command, she takes over. It's like she's the boss now. Mm-hmm. Or I think Jonathan does that.
Yeah.
One of them does it. Either way, but then...
oh, no, it's her brother. It's her brother
it's
doing
Jonathan.
it. He's like fucking up. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't read. It's like, it's a bird, a stork.
Yeah,
and she's like, I manifest. It's like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So he starts over. So he does do something besides get drunk. He helps out. So they fucking read it all right, and they kill Anaxuna Moon.
Isn't it like a chariot that comes and takes him away? Like it's like a... Yeah.
They make Emotep mortal.
Yeah.
And so he fucking stabs him with his fancy sword. Mm-hmm. And then he gets taken away to hell.
Basically what you would assume like the underworld to be like Hades or something. Like it's like a chariot of like ghosts that come, and it's really creepy the way they drag him away, and it's just scary.
Like Ghost.
Yeah, but it's like some creepy Egyptian horses, a chariot, and then they just drag him away, and he's like... Argh.
Oh yeah, and his body just sinks into that weird... not so very good CGI water.
Yeah.
And we forgot about the the scarabs. How the shits were scary. How the little mountain of sand was like raising up, and then whoosh, all the little roaches.
Yeah.
And that guy got the worst fucking death. Remember, he was like picking off the things. He's like, oh, blue gold.
Oh God, yeah.
And it goes into his hand, and he's like starts fucking like taking his clothes off, and you see the little bump on his chest, and he's like screaming and shit, and it goes up into his head and just eats his brain, and he just runs into a wall. That part was scary because he runs
I feel
by.
like that ruined scarab beetles for me. I was like, oh, they're so pretty, and then I saw that, and I'm like, never mind.
Because they just eat the shit. They fucked him up, dude.
Yeah.
And then remember,
well, even in the beginning, that's how when the Emotep, when they put him in his sarcophagus, they fucking dump a shit ton of scarab beetles in his.
Yeah, but he was
coffin.
covered by cloth.
I don't give a shit. Those
yeah,
things
but you don't see it. Like you see it inside his skin.
Oh yeah, but
under
it's
his
still
skin.
scary because Emotep's going and then
you don't know for sure. He didn't have a tongue anymore.
He was like he was screaming.
Or then, there was that one part with Jonathan.
Sorry.
Your face. I wish there was video of this. You look dumb. You look like the mummy. No, remember when Jonathan got one in his
they cut it
hand,
out?
and then he's like, whoa, and he just gets this little cool knife because he's so goddamn flippy cool knife, and he takes it out. The sound effects is like...
Yeah.
But, yeah, the movie's fucking awesome, dude. All the way through. It's fucking the tits. And, yeah, and it made $1 billion, a shitload of monies, and that's why they made a second one.
Yeah.
Which was also
good.
sick.
I like that one too.
I like it too. It was fucking rad.
Not bad.
We'll review it later again too.
And go watch it again. We got it on our VHS. We always watch that in the kitchen.
Yeah, and we also have a review of the new Lee Cronin's Mummy out. Should be out by now. Go see it. It's way different. There's
but
no
good.
Emotep. Yeah, go check us out at the places that Allie's about to list off.
Yes, follow us on our Instagram. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, iHeartRadio, etc., etc. Send us any direct messages to our Instagram, and we can go ahead and we will recap, review whatever you throw our way. And send us a message, and thank you for listening.
Oh God, no! Looks to me